Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Final Fantasy II Soul of Rebirth. Today we're back at the Wyvern chest and we got the dragon armor again and we got the Wyvern lance. So let's go ahead and hopefully not die as we come over here to get Scott weapon. Now a power omelet is actually super dope for Joseph here. Though, I mean, in a little while it's not gonna really matter too much. Because he's gonna get a weapon of his own. I know, right? Well, actually, I think it's more of a bracer, but still. But any little bit helps right now, right? So the weapon for Scott is in the same exact location as the Masamune from the overworld. Wild Rose, monster in the box. And it's Lucifer, who just destroyed Joseph, like hardcore. Now, the Wild Rose also gives Scott a huge power boost, but it casts Berserk on the party when you use it as an item. Please don't kill Minwu, he needs to be alive, thank you. I mean, I would like to see that Berserk, please. But it's kind of not the opposite of the Masamune. You know, Masamune did haste, this does Berserk. Which is better. I think Berserk's a little bit better. But I think that's probably just up to opinion, right? I think they both do as good a job as need be. Now, could it be better? Sure. It could be single targeting. We saw how good single target Berserk was. We could have taught Berserk to like Scott or anyone, or even Minwu, but Minwu's gonna be busy just casting Ultima. We got a white robe that is extremely good. For Minwu here. Booyah. And yeah, Scott's there. See, 124, that's pretty dope. Let's go ahead and have you revive him. There you go. And I guess I'll meet you guys back in the last chamber at the warp pad, or near the warp pad. That not training as soon is gonna bite me in the ass real soon, because we're out of gold needles. Oh hey, a dragon shield. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. What? Resistant to all elemental attacks. Sweet. Yeah? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Well, there's that Asuna not being trained biting me in the ass because, yes, we don't have any gold needles anymore. I only bought 5 because I'm dumb. I should have bought more than that. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really spend the time to train in this battle Asuna. I could probably find a battle near the entrance. To get it up to level 5, I think is all you need for curing stone. We need to do that sooner than later, though. What is our magic looking like here? We got Asuna. It's not even halfway. It might be level 6 even that we need to get to cure stone. We got Stardust Rod, which is a weapon for Minwu, and we got Yamato no Orochi. Yeah, no idea. Let's go ahead and put that on Minwu. I forget what it does in battle. Oh, it casts a spell. Okay, well, we'll try it out, right? See how that goes. Ice Storm 16 shouldn't hurt too bad. No, not even close. I could put Fire. Fire 16? That's awful. He absorbs it too, which is even worse. Oh, that's Berserk 16. I thought that was only Berserk 11. For some reason. I don't know. Now, hopefully this dog doesn't absorb Ultima. I'm surprised we're not at level 9 Ultima yet. Oh yeah, it does not absorb Ultima. Yeah, melee damage is without single target Berserk and maybe even haste. We're not gonna be doing that much physical damage. Definitely in comparison, there we go, to the main game. But we have the opposite here, right? We have a lot of spell damage with Ultima. Physical damage is kind of taking a backseat, and it's probably going to take a backseat for the remainder of the game. But if we wanted to, we could have got a Berserk Tome and then use that to pretty much copy what we were doing in the main game. Instead of using Ultima, we would Berserk like 2 to 3 people in a battle and just kill people, right? But we're doing things a little bit differently here. Anyways, we have this Flare Tome here. We're not going to use it, but it's dope. I'm gonna meet you back in the main area where that warp pad is. Alright, on the way back, I got Asuna up to level 5, and Joseph is now no longer stoned, so we are good to go. Thankfully, didn't take that long actually, which is a relief. Just a relief, because holy crap. And I was beginning to think that Joseph was going to be stoned for the remainder of the game. So the doorway to the right will lead to the area that we want to go, but the doorway on the left over here is going to lead us to other items that we can get. Alright, let's head up here and see where we're going. There are some hidden paths here that I'm kind of forgetting. At least I can't really tell where they are on the walls anymore. It's because they're all reversed. Like, if it was the same one as... You'd think it would be just as easy, right? But I don't know. Like, compared to the original overworld stuff, I have a hard time telling where the invisible walls are. They're still here. I just don't know where they are. But now with these new weapons, we're actually we're bringing everyone to Pound Town, which is fantastic. In here, we get a ribbon, which not that good, and an encounter. Oh, we get a steel giant. Okay. That's not too bad. I mean, that hurt a lot, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. You're complaining about it right now, Chronos. No, I'm not. I do like the way this guy looks, though. At least I like the way the Iron Giants in this game look. Oh. Now, hopefully, Minwu doesn't die. And we get this Ultima off. Oh, did I use that Berserk again? Ah, god damn it. Oh well, whatever, that's fine. It boosted Joseph enough to do 1,000 damage. I can't really complain about that. I mean, it's nowhere near as powerful as Minwu. There you go, there's complaining. Oh, Ultima leveled up, level 9. That's going to be doing even more damage. We got the Genji gloves. I think I will give that to... Wait. I guess I'll give that to Scott, because I kind of forgot we already had Genji gloves. There you go. Huh. Well, anyways, I'll meet you guys back at the main entrance area. Alright, so we got that ribbon. Do I want to equip that on anyone? Yeah, I guess I'll give that to Minwu. It's 1 defense less, but at the same time, it's symbolic. And let's go over here to the last area, which will lead to the proper way to go, but also to Joseph's item. Which, I think it's just an accessory. Now, I'm pretty sure you could get these items in the main game. See, hole in the wall. There you go, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get these items in the main game by going through the Arcane Labyrinth. In the GBA version, and actually, I think you can get them in the phone version as well. But in the GBA version, you can't, because there's no Arcane Labyrinth. You get bracers here, straight out of Trails of the Sky, and we get Beelzebub Soul? Yeah. I thought this said Scrub. Beelzebub Scrub. I'm like, that's a little weird. I do wish Scott was faster than everyone to actually use Berserk on everyone, but I guess not. 5,500, that's pretty good. Well, he's faster than Joseph, so that's good. Go ahead and I guess just attack with that. Stun might suck, but it's single targeting, so it's fine. This should kill him, right? Yeah. Woo. Got a black robe. We don't really need that right now. I don't even think it's better than the white robe we got. Oh, it's a little better. Actually, yeah, we can, put the black robe on because the Stardust Rod increases all those magic stats to 99. So yeah, we don't need the equipment boost from that. Okay. Yeah, Joseph, you get the bracers, which, kind of like everything else, is going to increase his, I believe, his strength and agility up to 99. No, strength and stamina. I get those reversed. Oh well. Let's come over here. I think there's an invisible wall. Yeah, there is. I'm starting to remember. Oh, there's not many invisible walls after this part anyways, but I'm starting to remember the invisible walls. Slash holes in the wall. Alright, let's go up here. I've kind of given up on walking, I know. But the encounter rate seems to be the same either way. Let's go over here and up to the next area. Woo! Let's come and get this item. We get a Genji helm. Who am I going to give that to? I'll give it to Ricard. It doesn't really matter at this point because everyone has their stats maxed out because of from the weapons, so getting rid of the giant helm's not that bad. Look at that frog. Holy crap. That is just the best frog picture I think I've ever seen. My god. It's just beautiful. Dude had a rose. I actually got a Berserk Tome from that encounter. I'm not gonna level it up. It's kind of, that would be a waste. I feel anyways, but if you want to do it, go for it. Like I was saying before, it would pretty much reverse the roles to like the main game, where magical damage would take a backseat to physical damage. But we're doing alright right now. At least I feel like we are. There's probably a more optimal way to do it, but at the same time, I feel like we're doing just dandy actually in terms of damage output with Ultima and survivability. Though the occasional insta-death is super annoying, but we have a lot of revives, so yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And depending on the enemy, even our physical attacks do a ton of damage. So we get Genji armor here. What does that do? I think that just increases defense. So I think I'm going to keep the dragon armor on, because that does reduce elemental damage at the very least. Now, the warp's above, but we want to go below because there's another item there. Yeah, I don't think the Genji armor reduces magical damage from elements anyways, so yeah, we're not going to swap that out. I do like the particle effects here with the little glowing orbs. Get an Aegis Shield. Let's go ahead and give that to Scott. Yeah, because we gave the Dragon Shield to Ricard, which, again, I don't really know. I think it reduces elemental damage, I think, but there's no really reason to swap it out, right? Just always remember to save whenever you get a chance, just in case. You don't want to be too cautious here. This is based off of retro, like an old school RPG, so it's very punishing in times. So we got a Protect Ring there. Oh, we already have one on Minwu. Yeah, we can't really do anything there. Alright, cool. Yeah, we got a Protect Ring from a chest way back in the first part of the, well, underworld. And here's the last telepad. I know, right? We're right next to the final boss. Who would have thought? Let's go up a little bit until we see something that looks a little bit different, and then, sure. Everyone gets an elixir. And then you save. Just make sure to save.
Welcome, holy warriors. The Emperor. But not the Emperor you have come to know.
He is somehow different from the creature I fought.
You must permit me to apologize for his indiscretions. Firion and his companions did indeed defeat me. I died at their hands. Then came to the rift, the split between light half and the dark.
A light half?
Yes, my dark half plummeted to hell, where he gained his fell power. There he became master of Pandemonium.
Then this isn't Pandemonium?
Though they look alike, you now stand in Erebith, place of the heavens. The passage you thought was Jade is, in fact, Rakvia, realm of the fallen angels. Angels who have sinned are twisted into beasts and cast out into their depths. I found myself here and became Lord of Erebith. As for you, Minwu, who forfeited your life to lift the seal of Ultima, Scott, who fell defending the remote Kashuan keep, Joseph, crushed by a falling boulder in Bogan's trap, and Ricard, the last dragoon who sacrificed himself to my dark half. You who lost your lives fighting the Empire, it was I who brought you here.
Why?
To beg your forgiveness, of course. The good must pay penance for the deeds of the wicked, and I mean to.
You want us to forgive you? Huh, is that all? You got some nerve. You mock us.
I expected you to say as much. Reluctance to forgive has long been a human falling. It is in man's nature to sin, yet you answer your sin with violence upon violence. Is that not itself a sin?
Dots.
Forgive me, and you shall have life eternal. You can live in this paradise for all time.
Forgive you? Eternal life, huh? In paradise, no less.
Again, I offer my apologies for the discourtesies committed by my dark half. Now you must forgive me. Ricard!
Daddy! Do not be fooled!
Look, they still continue the struggle.
Ha! You think that's damage? Go watch my battle against him. He died in 2 turns. Also, how did Leon get that much health compared to Maria the monk? Good job, guy. Wasting an elixir like that. And that makes sense for Leon there. Where did you even get that magic? We didn't see this, but this is like, I guess meteor, or close to meteor, but we never saw that in battle. There's Ultima. And it's as weak as ever. I'm gonna be a dragoon. Don't worry about me. You are the pride of Kashuan, my brother.
I will never give up. You can do no less.
Oh, come on, you could have both went at the same time. Now you're just stalling.
Why do you hesitate? Do you not desire eternal life?
I'm already dead. I didn't come this far to dishonor myself now. My hopes live on in those who remain.
We choose to die, but we died so that others might live. Foolish men. If you will not have eternal life, I will give you eternal suffering.
And it's final boss time against Emperor himself. So this dog has 25,000 HP. He's a little bit more tanky than his hell counterpart, that's for sure. But pretty much Ultima, buff up with Berserk, attack. And you'll be fine. You could equip the Blood Sword if you really wanted to. I don't recommend it because that's cheating. Chronos, you use that against Ultima Weapon. Cheater. I know. Probably use Berserk twice, actually. Now, we're probably only gonna have to hit this guy like 5 times with Ultima. He's gonna take a little bit more damage than, like I said, his hell counterpart. But that's because we're relying a little bit on magic here instead of, hey, Starfall, instead of actual physical damage. Would this last as long if we had Berserk and dual-wielding Scott? Probably not, to be quite honest. It'd probably go just as fast. Oh, there we go. That was good damage. That was a crit, though. Do I want to heal? I think I will heal. You know, we don't need the heal. We don't need no stinking healing. We just need to attack. There we go. Dispel? That's a little rude. Didn't do anything, but still a little rude. Yeah, we didn't get up to Ultima 10, huh? I'm surprised by that. Oh, Joseph. I'm guessing that the spell hit one of your berserks? Because holy crap, that was bad. That was just bad. That's good. I mean, to be fair, I guess his unarmed isn't at, like, level 10 yet either, right? Yeah, he's dead. Woo! Yeah, the dungeon took a little bit longer than the main game due to, well, this party's not exactly as strong as the main party, right? I mean, Ricard's really strong, don't get that wrong, and Scott is getting there, but like Joseph and Minwu, they're leagues behind where they should have been when we first got them, right? Scott was too, but he was at least a little bit better with his weapon levels. I think he only gained 1 weapon level since the beginning of the game.
You've changed nothing. Your bloody legacy of war and violence will not end here. Ah!
Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you, not once, but twice. Who are you? Rah.
I mean, when I have an evil empire, I'm gonna have a throne that looks like this. It is pretty badass, right? Dark crystal throne, that's dope.
It's finally over, isn't it? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we've nothing left to fear. Thank you. With all my heart, I thank you.
Dots.
With the combined strength of Kashuan and Fynn, we will build the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitudes. I'm sure Scott is smiling down from me and on me from above.
Dude, I'm right here. Are you hitting on my girlfriend? Gordon, how strong you've become. Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Emperor gone? You put me out of a job. Guess I'll just have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. Still not very smart, man. I could kill you. Like, instantly.
You sure showed them, huh, Furion? You're every bit of bloke I pegged you for. If you ever feeling like trying your hand at pirating. What? That not sitting well with you, Maria? Looks like your next battle's already begun, Furion.
Furion's just like, oh, god damn it. I want to go with the pirate lady.
You did it. I'm sure my dad's happy for you too, up there above the clouds. I'm gonna be working here, serving the princess.
Serving for the princess.
I just want to do whatever I can to help out.
My Nellie's such a brave girl.
We've decided to live in Fynn too. Kane will never grow up to be a good dragoon if he's always running from our past. I'm not running from nothing. I got my own wyvern and I'm gonna be the best dragoon ever.
I guess we gave him our wyvern in the end, right? You will, Kane. The blood of the dragoon flows in your veins.
We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all.
I mean, you're just not gonna give us any money? You can give us money, that'd be nice. Gordon, look after Hilda for me. But not too much! War finally over.
Yeah. We can live in peace again, together!
Dots.
Right, Leon?
For us, there can be no going back.
Dots.
But why? Don't go, Furion, stop him!
Maria, Leon is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him. He's a goddamn idiot. Leon, we'll meet again, and when we do, it's over for you. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. Well, it's actually the end. But yeah, it's the only beginning. I think that's our cue. This is their time now, right? Do you think they're up to it, Minwu? I believe they are. If anyone can change our legacy of violence, they can. By causing more violence. Utter devastation. I mean, there's only 2 kingdoms left, so... Unless Gordon and Hilda have a fight, I don't think anyone's gonna be going to war. I guess we could go after Mysidia, right? Their long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium, the monsters plaguing the world, all had vanished without a trace. People had to get real jobs instead of killing monsters who dropped money for some reason. Peace had returned once more, for now. The wounds of the war would mend, and the memory of those bitter days would fade. But one thing would never be forgotten. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. And then took Sid's airship and kept it for themselves, apparently. He did say he was only lending it to him, but they kept it and just flew around the world. Alright, that's it! We are done! It is over! After all these years that has ended. No, okay, so Souls of Rebirth is... It's one of those editions that it doesn't need to exist. It's kind of fun. There's a lot of grinding though, and it's kind of interesting to see maybe a different side of the Emperor. But yeah, it's one of those things that was added on, and you can kind of tell that, you know, the dungeons, except for Mackinac, all the dungeons we went through, the 2 dungeons we went through, were just reversed from the overworld dungeons. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that could have probably been done a little bit differently, but I don't know. It's still kind of enjoyable, but I think it's just too much grinding, and it's not that long either. I think, including the grinding, Souls of Rebirth only took me like 5 hours to complete, give or take. We'll see at the end of this when I save, but yeah, I think the majority of the time was spent grinding. One thing I did like seeing though was how strong Ultima is. It's how strong it should have been in the main game, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why it's so inconsistent with damage here. Maybe enemies were just weak to Ultima here. Maybe that was their fix. Maybe there's something I missed with Minwu when I tried to build Farion in a way to use Ultima. But yeah, no, one time I went through and, you know, Farion had higher level spells compared to Minwu, and he had fairly high spirit stat, though Ultima doesn't base its damage off of spirit stat or intelligence stat from what I understand. It's all based off spell levels and its own level. But it did like nowhere near as much damage, so I have no idea. In the original Famicom version, up until even now apparently, the original Famicom version was actually even more broken, but they fixed it a little bit. But yeah, in the Famicom, it just never actually grew stronger from anything. It didn't take the spells into consideration and stuff like that. And they shipped it because apparently the guy that programmed Ultima encrypted the code before launch date and they couldn't fix it, from what I was reading online. And they just had to ship it like that. That's the weirdest story. If shit like that happened today, the dude would be like sued into the ground, like hardcore, for like sabotaging a business. And he definitely would like lose his job and be blacklisted from the game industry, that's for sure. But still, I don't know. It's one of those things that you hear and you're like, how does that happen? So I talked a little bit about my overall feelings of the game back in the main story finale, and you know, not much has really changed from there. This is definitely one of those Final Fantasies that, if it's on like a list of people's Final Fantasy games, a lot of the time it's gonna be on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of like where it would be on the list. And I understand that. It's vastly different compared to other Final Fantasies. Even the first Final Fantasy, where you have classes and specific roles and a set, not set, because there was random level ups in Final Fantasy 1, but you had an idea of how your characters were going to be built up by leveling up. In this one, it's all kind of RNG based for the most part. You saw at the beginning where I was punching stuff from Maria, who was dealing a ton of damage, but her strength was just not increasing at all. But unarmed, it's supposed to increase your strength stat as much as like using a weapon would. We get Joseph, and Joseph gains 2 strength stats before Maria gains like her first one. She gained some afterwards, and a fairly regular, not really. She ended the game I think with like 50 strength, and that's with equipment. So yeah, she didn't really catch up that much to it, but. I mean, I've gone through games before and like started with Farion, who ended the game with like 60 strength, just by using like a sword or a spear. I think it was a spear when I got up to 60 strength. It is RNG based, and that does rub some people the wrong way. I mentioned it before. Saga games are one of my favorite, RPG series, and it is built off of this system, including like the Final Fantasy Legends system. I guess those were called Saga in Japan too, but I forget their full name. It's like Saga something. But like in America, they were Game Boy games called Final Fantasy Legend 1, 2, and 3. And in the first one, it wasn't so much similar, but like in the second one, they had like random stack growths and other stuff that were based on Saga. And this is kind of the foundation for all of that. So I appreciate that to a huge extent, because like. Saga Frontier came from this, Romancing Saga 2 and 3 came from this. I wasn't really a fan of Romancing Saga 1, but anyways. And Romancing Saga 2 is really hard. 3's really good. 2 is also good, but it's really hard. But the Final Fantasy Legend games, I loved. I would love for them to make like a collection of mana game for like a collection of Saga games, because I would buy that in a goddamn heartbeat, and we would be having like a Final Fantasy Legend 2 Let's Play on the channel. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, it's one of those things that I can get why some people aren't too happy about it, or thrilled about this game. And to be fair, the random encounters, not just for this one, but like Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 3, are kind of insane. Like super insane in terms of like actual how many you would get, even just by running, not even running, but just by walking. It just gets insane. Let's go ahead and save here. So how long did that take me? Not gonna tell me, huh? Okay, I guess we'll just come back in here and look at it. 4 hours and 35 minutes. Okay. So yeah, this was my first save. And this was my save after I did grinding. So we had like a 20-minute episode. And then it was like 2 hours of grinding. Though there was some times where I was just kind of sitting there, so that's not exactly accurate. And then that's when I went up and died. And then there was an hour for this one. Okay, about an hour or so for this one. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Final Fantasy, that's for sure. But it's definitely a Final Fantasy that I enjoy playing. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play it as well. Thanks for watching. If you like the episode, like the series, like me, press the like button below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you check out some of my other videos, see if they're to your liking. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.